Sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and can even keep you from getting the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. I got a cool message about, a week or 10 days ago from a guy who's a rising junior at the Citadel named Ryan Leister. Shout out to Ryan. He told me that he didn't have a summer job and he wants to do sales. And so he picked up the phone. He started cold calling B2B companies in Columbia, because that's where he lives, Columbia, South Carolina, and to get a job, a sales job for the summer. And he ended up getting hired by an HVAC, a commercial heating and air conditioner company. And he is making cold calls to sell contracts, maintenance contracts to companies for heating and air conditioner. And he called me to say, man, I've started this job. I want to learn more about sales. Can we have lunch together? I'd like to learn more. Could have knocked me over with a damn feather. First of all, what the hell, kid? And I'm sure there are plenty, right? Who cold call businesses to go sell something B2B. Right? He gets the damn job, which is awesome. I think if somebody called me that way, I'd probably hire him too, right? If I heard their story. But then to pick up the phone and call me, whom I didn't know Ryan. I knew of Ryan, didn't know him. Called me and says, hey man, can I take you to lunch? I want to learn more about you and about sales. Holy shit. Awesome. So we talked about what he's dealing with. We talked about big picture. Ryan's going to run a business someday. His dad's an entrepreneur, but he is eaten up with it. And he says, I know I'm going to have to learn to sell. So I want to make an offer to anybody out there who is in high school, college, and you want to be in sales and you want to pick my brain, have a conversation, figure out a plan, make a connection. Email me, walker@walkermckay.com. Send me a LinkedIn message. I'm Walker McKay, hard not to find, right? And I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. I am such a big believer in young people today. I think they've got an entrepreneurial mindset because I think they realize they've seen how bad corporations treat people. And the ones that get it are like, fuck that. I'm not going to go work for some big corporation. I'm going to go do this on my own, right? They're just bullheaded enough to go do that. And if that's the way you're wired, if you're in that, 16 to 22, and maybe, I don't give a shit. Maybe you're buying things on Facebook Marketplace and selling them somewhere else. Maybe you're running a little lawn care service. Maybe you're trying to get a job selling something. And you want to find out, how can I connect with people, right? Who are the people I need to be talking to? And maybe you want somebody who can help you, give you some ideas. The thing Ryan and I talked about was, what's the goal and the point of a cold call? What is that? And so, the point of a cold call, the goal of a cold call is solely to get a meeting. That's it. Don't spend time selling on a cold call. All you're selling is a meeting. And the purpose of that, right, is you call in. If you can get someone to admit some kind of a problem, you don't have to dig all the way to pain. If you can get them to admit a problem, then you say, could you carve out 15, 30 minutes for you and me to have a conversation, see if I can help you? All right. Simple as that. You've got to see yourself as an equal. And here's what I told Ryan. You are working now. Right? You're getting a damn paycheck. And your job is to go and engage with other business owners. The first thing you need to drop is the Mr. and Mrs. shit, right? Call them John. I don't give a shit if your parents, I know they trained him well. He called me Mr. McKay one time till I told him to freaking quit, right? He's got a job. He's earning money. He's calling on business owners. You call them by their first damn name, right? Your mama taught you well. Just like she taught you not to talk to strangers, don't cross the street, for God's sake, don't talk about money. You can forget all that shit. Now you're in business, right? The world of business is not the same world that your mama raised you in. We talked about mental toughness. We talked about how it's okay, how no's are great. You're going to hear no all the time. What you're going to hear more than anything else is, hi, you reached my voicemail, leave a message and I'll never call you back. Right? That's what you've got to face. And if you make 10 cold calls, you'll probably get voicemail 7 or 8 times, if not 10. And then we talked about what kind of voicemail message to leave. I'll just share this with you too. Here's what the voicemail message sounds like. Don't leave too much information, 7 to 10 seconds. Hey, John, Walker McKay. Had a couple of business questions for you. You mind giving me a call back? 803-917-2817. Over the phone, what people get from you is the tone of your voice, right? If you sound all wishy-washy and candy ass, you won't get a call back. Nobody wants to talk to a wishy-washy, candy ass salesperson. They just don't. So we talked about upspeak versus downspeak. We talked about, honestly, just making the damn dials. I would rather have somebody who will make the dials, who has just freaking terrible approach, than somebody who is a killer classroom, giver back, classroom stud who can tell everything, how the great techniques, and then they don't pick up the damn phone. There are a lot of people like that. A lot of empty suits out there. Boy, they got all the technique, but they never pick up the damn phone. They never use the stuff, right? Be that person that makes the dials, has the conversations, leave short voice messages, get calls back, and nothing's a silver bullet. You may leave 99 voice messages and get 2 or 3 back. And there's some people say, oh no, I can get you 30% back. Bullshit. Maybe once, maybe it's happened. Who cares? I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. My offer is open. If you're in high school or in college, and you say, I want to get into sales, I need to understand entrepreneurship, I'd love to have somebody to talk to about that. Walker@walkermckay.com. Send me a message on LinkedIn. Let's talk. Maybe I can introduce you to somebody. Maybe I can help you in some way. Maybe I can say, I think you're a dumbass for doing this. I'll be straight with you, I promise.
Thanks for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast. If you haven't already, please take 1 minute to write a quick review for the show. It really does make a huge difference. Also, subscribe to the show and please forward this episode to somebody else who needs to hear it. As a bonus for listening, I'm going to give you access to a free mini course, 7 expensive sales mistakes you're making and what you can do about it. Go to www.7salesmistakes.com and get access to the free mini course. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.